So good morning students, welcome back. Today in this chapter vector, we are going to discuss resolution vector. Yes, we can divide the vector quantity, okay, into two or more components. We are having two cases, 2 dimension and in 3 dimension. So first of all, we are going to discuss resolution vector in 2 dimension, in 2D, okay. Case first in 2 dimension, okay. So the process of splitting the vector into two or more components is said to be resolution of vector. What we do, students? For 2 dimension case, we'll take a vector quantity A, okay, that is represented by the side OP, okay, in XY plane. We are having a vector quantity A in XY plane that is represented by the side OP, okay. What we assume, we assume that we can divide in two parts, along x-axis AX, along y-axis AY, okay, and I drawn two perpendicular from point P, PM on x-axis, okay, PN on y-axis. Now in triangle POM, I am going to apply triangle law of vector addition. Generally it explains sum of two sides will equal to third opposite side, okay. So what can we write? In triangle POM, two continuous sides will give the resultant in third side. OM plus PM equals to OP. Is it clear? Actually, triangle law is what? When we represent two vector by two adjacent side of two continuous side of a triangle, then third side that is in opposite direction always represent their resultant. So OM plus MP equals to OP. So that we have written, okay. Now students, OP is representing the vector A. Here I have written vector A. OM is representing the vector AX and PM is representing a vector AY. Okay. So look at students. What I added along x-axis I cap is unit vector. Along y-axis J cap is unit vector. So I simply added I cap and J cap. And look at what we got. We got by triangle law that A is equals to sum of AX and AY. That proves that, okay, that we can divide the vector into two or more components. So is it true, okay, that we can divide the vector, that is resolution vector, in 2 dimension. So that's why we will find now its magnitude. Yes, we can divide the vector. Now we have to find its magnitude. Okay, how can we find? For finding magnitude of A, we use a triangle POM. In this triangle POM, I am going to apply sin theta, that is perpendicular by hypotenuse. PM is the perpendicular and opposite to 90, OP is hypotenuse. Okay, PM is representing vector AY, hypotenuse is vector A. Cross multiply, AY will get as A sin theta. Similarly, when I applied cos theta in this triangle, base by hypotenuse, base is AX, hypotenuse A. That gives AX as A cos theta. Now students, we have to find magnitude of vector A. Okay, because we have proved that we can divide the vector in two parts. We can resolve the vector. So now we have to find its magnitude as well as direction. So equation second divided by third. Either we can take some time for finding direction, equation second divided by third. But first of all, we find the magnitude. So what we do, students? Squaring and adding equation second and third. So square and add both the equation. AX square plus AY square. Left hand square and add it in left hand. A square sin square theta plus A square cos square theta. Common is A square. So remaining term will be cos square theta plus sin square theta. Okay students. Now we know cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So this is A square and that is A square x and that is what? AY square. When we remove square, there comes root. So this will be the magnitude in resolution vector in 2 dimension. Vector A equals root of AX square plus AY square. Now we have to find direction. Either we can apply tan theta in this triangle POM. Either similarly, simply we can divide equation second by third. We'll get the same result. So I applied tan theta in triangle POM because for finding direction we always use tangent. Perpendicular by base. This is perpendicular and this is what? Base. AY upon AX. this will be the direction of this resultant vector in resolution vector in 2 dimension. And when we divide, a to a cancel out, sin by cos it become tan, ay upon ax. In that method that we can also find the direction. So yes, we can divide the vector in 2 parts. We proved first of all, and then after we found its magnitude, and then after we found its direction. Okay students.